Oh my god. All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We're back. This will be fun to make the VOD later on, I'll tell you that much. But we are back. We are still suffering some technical difficulties as Lady T is not connected with us. But let us try to continue on with our... I had to reboot my entire system, guys. And... there we go. We got the images coming back. Everybody sees like the images. We got cool stuff happening.
We're suffering less technical difficulties now. You could probably take away that label.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right. We are suffering less. And watch this. I get rid of it and
boom, everything falls apart.
Exactly. It's like now I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna turn it off because we might need it again in the future. Alrighty. So as we were saying earlier, we're going through people's initiatives. Hopefully, Lady T hack duration has expired. Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, now I gotta roll all again.
Oh, no, don't roll. Don't roll. I am better. All right, so we are at the top of the clock. Who are we missing?
We are missing a lady.
But Lady T is the other one. She may have lost connection again herself.
I'm still loading into Fantasy Ground.
No, we're still speaking.
Princess, yeah. As long as you're able to be loading, that is a good thing, and yeah.
Yeah, I think my hard drive's reaching the end of its life here.
Oh my god! Today, ladies and gentlemen, this is just with Eve is already happening, and you guys haven't even gotten to the Eve plot yet. Apparently. All right, so if we lose Rabbit, then yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can do stuff with initiative as we still wait for bits and pieces to go. And since we are aware of the team, I don't have to worry about hiding it again because people are aware that there's a team that, well, maybe,
snuffed.
I don't know what's happening with the team. Yeah, exactly. Let's get that awesome. Can we zoom in a bit there? We zoom out a bit.
I'm in.
You're in? Yay, that's what she hoped. All right, so I got really on that. So top of the clock is our security team leader dude. How can he recover from this? Is he that condition until he
permanent?
Pardon?
That is permanent. What happened to him?
Oh yeah. I'm talking about he's got that streak or whatever, but to break out of it now. I think they're
say maybe another spirit roll.
Basically they have to get until they pass their spirit roll. They're still panicked or whatever type of thing is what's going on. And he still has that -4 though.
And he's lucky I don't have any modifiers on the table yet, because all I would have needed was a 2 for a heart attack.
And we would have had a crash toward.
Yeah, you would have. Yep. All right. With a -4, he is trying to break his condition. He's still panicked. He's still panicked. He's still going to try and maintain the bird at this juncture. Again, with another negative. He's still panicked, so he has to do another -47. Whoa, that's a bit too. 4. I hit the number pad wrong.
Instant heart attack.
Instant add. Alrighty. It is still. Alrighty. And we have impact. It is smashing into the column there. Dang. Vehicle suffers a hit to the body, no special effects. All right, so basically it's damaging. It's hitting a little column type of thing. And it seems to be taking damage, but no spectacular effect. Lady T is connected. That's a good start. Yay.
Welcome back.
Is she back in the other one too?
Yeah.
Yay!
No, she's not in the game just yet.
My parents needed help with something.
Oh, okay. We just got ourselves back up. And we have video again for the person that doesn't have video. But hey!
Eventually I will.
Yep. And derpy derp. Alrighty. And now that means I probably can turn this camera on. Alright. Oops. That was a brief. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I still have to do some adjustments on you. But all good, Rabbit. We has you. Alright. So it's now crashing into the pillar there. That's by that building. Alrighty. And it's taking damage to the vehicle, but nothing spectacular yet. Princess, it's your move.
All right, so I have a very important question.
Yes.
I have been raised thinking that my powers are evil and bad.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm watching a vertibird careen out of control on a public street.
Yep.
Oh, you were evil and bad.
You are evil and bad.
Do I need to make a roll, or am I crying and kneeling on the ground?
This
But
is
I
major role
disappointed
playing.
my father.
I will allow you, with no penalty, though, a spirit roll. You need to hit a 4, but if for some reason you get really bad, then yes.
Because I can't imagine that this is okay right now.
No. You're playing your character realistically there, so yes. And no.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but
Then I have gone
you can still be crying.
stone-faced.
You can still
I've
be
gone stone-faced,
yeah.
and I'm getting in the car.
You got it.
I'm in the driver's seat. I pick someone else. I'm going to stop playing with the tokens on the car.
I know exactly. It's like everybody. You're in the car. I think the only person that's not in the car at this point in time is Mr. Smith, which is next initiative. So you're in the car. You seem to have some control. What is your pilot? Currently, it's set in hover mode. So do you have any vehicle piloting skills?
No, I'm going to put it into regular driving mode.
Got
I
you.
can do that, right?
Well, do you still have any piloting skills for the vehicle?
No.
No. So it doesn't matter if it's hover, hell, VTOL. It's just basically what conditions you want the vehicle to be in when you fail. The wheels are not made for driving. They're just for emergency to let the vehicle rest on them. It is naturally a hover vehicle.
All right.
So
Well,
effectively,
he's not in the car yet, so it's not important.
nope. So you're in the car. You're getting yourself ready. And now, Mr. Smith.
I get in the car.
Okay, you have a problem because Crow quickly has jumped into the car and is in the passenger seat. You need to have her seat pushed back so you can fit in the back.
It's got a glass top, right?
It does, but it will probably be not as easy to... It's not going to be an XCOM smashable. This thing is made to roll and take damage, so... Effectively, you would have to wait. You'd have to hold your action until Crow's action to actually get into the car.
To the point where they lean forward in their seat so you can squeeze past.
Correct. So do you wish to hold your action?
I will wait.
No problem. We're not going to... Alrighty. And now we get to you, Hal. Hal? No response yet. You're calmed down. You're not shaken. You don't know what's going on, but... Oh, wait. We skipped. Oh, we skipped. Sorry. We're going to retract a little bit. We skipped. We did a double click. Bing! Atlas. There you are. Atlas! You are 2 stories down. The elevator should be passing you at this point, but not at its destination.
Does the elevator have like an indicator type thing?
You are 2 stories down. You'd have to spend an action to look out into the hall. If you had just gone 1 story down, you'd be out in front of the doors.
Okay,
right?
well, like
Yeah.
I'll run to the towards the elevator.
You got it. You can do a run past, see where the elevator is, and continue running if you wanted to continue going down, or you're going to stay on this level.
I'm going to run towards the elevator, and check to see if there's an indicator and if the elevator is higher than me. If it is, I will call the elevator.
No problem. At this point, you also realize that your robot companion is not with you.
Yeah, I know. But priorities.
You got it. So, sorry, you were then checking the elevator for?
to make sure that the elevator had passed. Yeah, what floor the elevator's on, to make sure it's higher than the floor that I'm on.
Yep, you got it. It's at this point, it's going to go past you this round. Basically, currently, it's below you.
Okay. So
next round, he'll be reaching the top of the. It will be reaching where you were.
I'm going to stay.
Hold your action too.
Yeah, basically hold my action and just be able to observe it, because I want it to be past me before I call it.
You got it. So you can do your little flippy card thingy too.
How do I do that?
Right click, I think, on the card.
Bottom right corner of the tracker's got a hold indicator.
Oh, for you guys, yeah. It doesn't for me, but yeah, for you guys.
Oh, I see it. Boop.
All right, now Hal. Anything?
Okay.
So far, you're getting a little nervous, even though it technically probably only like half a minute's gone by, but you still have got no connection yet to the limo.
Okay. Can I, through the drone connection, connect up to our droid that? Because Atlas had it set up for me to connect to it as a drone.
Too far out of range, unfortunately. It is. Okay. It is out of range, unfortunately, for that connection.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Well, I'll just be holding my action then also.
We fixed it, yes. We shut down and rebooted their little Ivy kitty.
May I say a word?
What just happened? Why were dice rolled?
I rolled to see what my sparks rolled for me.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, so can I say something to Puma's character?
Yes, you can.
If you don't have connection, you should get us out of here.
Okay.
I'm just staring forward.
The best part is, because of your style of connection, you could actually backseat drive. Literally.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you being such a backseat driver?
Because they're more comfortable.
Not really.
Okay, so instead of holding my action then, everybody's in the car?
Nope.
Or no,
No.
Mr. Smith.
No, you still need to hold your action until we get to Pro so he can get in the car.
So, okay, so I'm holding my action. When Mr. Smith gets in the car,
Guess what? You too can put yourself on hold with that button. Oh, you already have, Hal. Sorry, you already have. So yeah, that barista. He ducks behind the counter. Okay. Alrighty. Pop-up shows up on your terminal, Atlas. The equivalent of a panic button has been hit by the coffee shop. So basically, you think that it wasn't specified at the individual, probably slapped every button, because fire department, ambulance, med wagon, police, military, corporate police, and Bob's Rent-A-Cop has now been activated.
Is this something that
You could.
Still in full control of that, or
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Since you've held your action, instead of effectively doing anything with the elevator, you could quickly compensate for this happening if you wanted to. You are aware of it, but you still have to do it. And because it is just to let you know, it is a target number 8, because that level of thing is harder to block, because it's designed to punch right through to get the alarm off. And you had not really set up any type of you could set up a program to wait for that, and then you wouldn't have had as high of a target number. Like, again, I mentioned the engrams, which I'll talk a little bit more about, and when you get more time to read over them, you can actually start putting together some some apps, in a way of speaking, which uses your program skill that can trigger with certain trigger words or trigger things happening.
Cool. So I will try to respond to that then.
It will be an 8, though. So, yep.
I know.
You're unable to snag it. You may have been able to stop Bob's Rent-A-Cop and some of the lesser people on that list, but the main fire department, everyone else has gotten the alert.
I sent a quick message to Smith being like, alarm has been fired, or manual alarm or something like that.
And also, Alice, I think if
Could
you
not intercept.
you can actually turn off your token now. I think is it right clicking on it for you guys? Because the players is where your hold somewhere.
And yeah, so I gotta unhold.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Maybe it's the same button again on the bottom.
Interrupt. Right click and interrupt.
Oh, right click and interrupt. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
You request an interrupt. I allow that interrupt. All right, so yeah, you're back in, and that's what's gone on. So the barista's done his thing. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the character that everyone's been waiting for, Crow! You got a gut feeling you got to do some moving to let the guy pop into, if you ever gone clubbing with your friends and you're trying to pack everyone in the car,
No, I haven't, but I move and open up so the seat so Mr. Smith
Yep.
can get in.
That's all you have to do. So now, boom, on your action. I suppose, Mr. Smith, you get in, and then Hal can do his drive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so boom, I agree to that, and everyone's in the car now. I'm going to need, this is considered a hover vehicle, so don't forget to put your +2 Hal into the modifier. And I need a driving roll for you, please.
Actually, I get a +3. Don't
Oh, that's
I?
yeah,
Because of
yeah.
my
That's right. You get the
interface.
Yep. So yeah,
also,
+3.
So
+3. Raises would be good right now.
and that'd be a piloting skill.
Yep. Your target number is just 4, 1 raise. So yep, you're able to accelerate quite fast.
Also, with my vehicle control interface, it allows me to move at 1.5 normal speed instead of just.
And you've got a raise, so you've basically, the raise doesn't change the top speed. Basically, the amount of distance covered, and basically you're able to rev the engine enough to get a bit more this round. So you are able to move. I take it you're going directly forward, and of course avoiding the car that's parked there. Yeah. So I'm moving you guys. You're able to basically cover that, and all the tokens now. I think the battle map is coming to an end there as we end the turn, ladies and gentlemen. This is beautiful. As she comes running out with her drink. My car! And literally, she runs out and witnesses her car.
This can't be happening.
Hey, Don, don't worry. We spent a good 20 minutes with technical difficulties and no cameras, and on our break, we rebooted my computer. I rebooted my computer and all that stuff. It's funny. It was a bloodbath at an abattoir. Yeah, the jokes. Get it? Abattoir, bloodbath. Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to. The car is now heading. We're going to be disappearing off the map. And you still hear the alarms going off. And let me get that tables and charts again. And the engine is hit, oil leaks, pistons misfire, etc. Acceleration is down. Oh, great. It's now leaking fuel all over the place. I was just seeing if you guys are driving away with that stereotypical Hollywood explosion behind you, but no, you're not, unfortunately. 2 dead eyes. Hey, everybody. There we go. All right, the second half. So, alrighty. There we go. Okay, so the car is now accelerating. Dang. Oops, wrong one. Derp. There we go. The car, and there we go, guys. If you look at my stream, we've got the roadmap. All right. All right, so your car is now accelerating, leaving that area. You can close that map if you want, as it's not going to be relative. and also our little combat trackers not being used at this point because you've basically evaded your people and you're now accelerating. Meanwhile, there is still Atlas, who's now not nowhere near. They're escaping into the car, so there's no battle map here, but we're now here with you, Atlas, and it's now between you and the other elevator. The elevator has passed you at this point. Yeah, the elevator's passed you. So, what do you wish to do, Atlas?
I want to call the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to wait for it, but I'm gonna stay as close to the stairs as I can while still seeing it and being within like a good running distance. Just in case there's somebody in the elevator that's scary.
You got it. Ting! You've got it. You have now got the elevator has been signaled. You kind of very agile like move. No signs of gunfire coming from the robot upstairs, so you don't know. You didn't really give it any, things. You're not too sure its condition or what's going on. It's probably... Oh, no. All right.
I did instruct it to make its way to the car, but it's probably waiting for the elevator.
Yes. So, individual probably sees the robot. Excuse me. Goes into, just trundle into the elevator. All right, I know what he does. Okay. So, elevator does come down. Ding! Opens up. Robot's in there.
Okay, perfect. I run into the elevator.
You got it.
And then I continue to head towards the car, and I've set the robot while we're there to kind of be in a defensive, protect me sort of mode.
You're locked out from the robot. At this point, its hand grabs you, and the machine gun points to your head.
Well darn.
And then, in a synthetic voice, it asks, "Where is Snow?"
Do I know that that's anybody's last name?
Yeah, you do. That is that.
Okay,
you
just
know.
making sure.
Good job. The person didn't ask for Amelia. No, hold on, not Amelia. It's Is it Amelia?
Yeah, it's Amelia.
Yeah, it's Amelia. Good job. He said Amelia, because then you would get confused because Crow and
which one?
Exactly.
Which one?
Yeah, gonna kidnap your cats. Dun dun dun.
Do not kidnap the cats.
So basically, it's now asking, where is Snow?
I legitimately do not know.
Beyond the wall?
Yeah,
At this point, the elevator is automatically going down to the ground floor because it waited for a bit, right?
So I'm being held. How held am I?
Your hands are free.
Okay.
It's grabbed your shoulder and there's a gun pointed to you, a very big light machine gun to your side of your head.
It's nice to know, though, that if it attacks, you get an attack of opportunity for free.
I think I'm going to use it to duck. And I was like, oh, actually, if it shoots you right now, it doesn't have the default 4 target number for any shooting attack. It actually has your parry as its target because you can actively go, fuck no. You know what I mean?
Okay, 1 second. I need a little bit more knowledge on this robot now, because if I'm being held, I know it has a circuit panel, but I think it's on the back of it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
You've got 3 options going through your head. Play it cool for a round. Try to hack it. Or try to disrupt a signal. Now, disrupting a signal will work if someone is remotely going. Basically, you create a little static bubble and you're in an elevator, so your target number actually goes down a bit because the elevator is giving you a bit of a bonus to try and disrupt an outside communication. This will not work if for some reason the hack is internal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that would have been pretty quick for an internal hack. So.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, yeah.
I would be inclined to think that it would be remote controlled.
Yep. Sixes.
Would my cell interceptor be useful?
Yes.
You
get a bonus for using that.
Okay, yeah. I would like to just...
Your target number is 6, and with the cell interceptor that you have, it's not being used properly, so it's only going to give you a +1. Like, it's for intercepting cell phones and actually tracking them. You're just using it to help create a little bit of a bubble to break it, so you only get the +1 on this with that. Plus,
and that's on my hacking?
Yep, and that's your hacking. Yep.
Okay, and the modifier 1. Yeah.
That +1 can do wonders.
It
Bing! Wow, it's 6 and 1. So yep, you boop. All right, so it's blocked.
As soon as it's blocked, can I try to...
It recognizes you as the owner again, because you programmed that in there. Something was overriding it.
I tell it to disarm itself.
At that point, you hear clicking of the mechanism, the firing pin, and you hear like the bullets kind of, you hear noises going on in the gun.
Yeah. And I tell it to basically protect me in melee combat fashion. Whatever that
Understood. In the same synthetic voice, but no.
Yeah. Friendlier synthetic voice.
Yes. I am not. This is my unhacked voice. This is my hacked voice. Hear the difference?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Yeah, I did. I can tell the difference, but I moved behind the robot.
You got it right by the panel, just in case, right?
Yeah. Like it's gonna turn around before it's grabbing me again.
You got it. Alrighty. And at this point, the elevator's coming to a stop because somebody just called for the elevator 1 floor below you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, cut back to Hal. You're driving. You can calm down. Easy driving the streets. You're heading back to the place. You're going to be there quite fast because you're not that far away, and this car's pretty fast. And all of a sudden, flashing of lights. Shutdown in effect. True theft reported. Vehicle stops.
Well,
Okay. Time to exit the car.
Circus music, please. Do you wish to try and take control of the car? Or... No, that 4 was your target number. You failed.
Someone is now having a breakdown in the front seat.
At that point, the vehicle is now transponding its location for local authorities to pick it up. And apparently local authorities are en route.
we need to get out.
You are in the shotgun position, Crow, so it's really... You're already out saying, come on, guys, get out, I'm guessing, right? Yep. It's a thing. It's done. We're out of here.
Out and start moving. I say we should start moving towards the
Rendezvous point.
parking garage where the limo was at.
Actually, we were heading to a rendezvous point, weren't we?
No, we were just going to drive and drop it off and then head to the... Yeah, it was supposed to be a rendezvous point, but you never got that far in the plan. So there is no idea of where this rendezvous point is. So the best bet is head back to the building for the vehicle.
I still don't have...
That's fine.
I still don't have access to the limo yet, so we need to get...
Then, head for the garage.
You got it. All right, so you guys...
You still have a 21-year-old girl sitting in the front seat of a car, bawling her eyes out.
Okay, everyone gets out of the car and realizes Princess is not with you.
Y'all are all ready to walk off and go do things.
I would be grabbing Princess and dragging...
I would be like running over to her and be like, come on, we gotta go.
All right. Crow, okay. Hal, you're getting ready to pick her up. Crow is going there. Crow, please roll your charisma. Your persuasion, I should say. Your persuasion.
Same thing.
Yeah. Well, you got a bonus to your charisma as well, which counts for other things. Oh, by the way, guys, persuasion 5. I'm going to allow you to add your charisma to it as the thing, so that's 2, so 5, 6. Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing already.
Oh, it is already added. Yeah.
No, it's not already added, but it should be.
Yeah, but yeah, you're able to get another roll rabbit with a +2 for your spirit to kind of calm down, to pull yourself together.
I'm just gonna roll persuasion then, because that's the same thing.
Okay.
At D6 +2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to. You're a mess, but you're in control. You're like, okay, we got to move. We got to move.
We gotta
right?
go. All right,
We got to go.
we're
We got to go.
I'll help you clean up later.
All right.
Go.
Good. Did not need hysterical.
People can't see me like this.
We'll make you look so nice and pretty again. No problem.
Okay. Alrighty.
Maybe it's a good thing we didn't run through the makeup store.
You get distracted and be like, "Oh, I need this. I need this. I need
Oh,
this."
one of these.
You get one of these. Oh wow, one of those. I always. All right. Meanwhile, the elevator is now coming to the next floor, where it's going to open up the doors. What are you doing?
Pretty much.
Do you want to try and override the elevator? That would be a hacky suggestion.
Yeah, that's. I'm kind of curious though.
Do you want to know who's?
A local person.
I mean,
You don't know.
I know the elevator's going down because that's how
Yep.
elevators work. So,
Yeah.
but no, I'll try and override it.
6 target number.
Nope.
Ooh, door's about to open. All right. As the door opens, you see this individual who's got like a smoking jacket on. Right? He's got a large beer gut to himself. He's got flip-flops on his feet, and he seems to have a giant bag of garbage in his hand. Yet he's also got 16 different little windows floating around his head as he's clearly surfing the web, as he's just mindlessly walking casually into the elevator to drop off some garbage. And at that point, you can hear fast footsteps doing that whole down the stairs, leap, down the stairs, leap, as someone's coming out of the stairwell to try and get to the elevator.
I pressed the close door button.
No problem. You're pressing the close. You click, 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 click. And he kind of pops in, kind of pauses, gets into the elevator, smells like a salami factory. And suddenly you see the doors closing, and you suddenly see a gigantic, 50 caliber pistol barrel for a few seconds. Ding! As the doors just shut, and you continue to go down.
Oh my god.
And as you're continuing going down, you see that pause. He kind of leans over, kind of presses a button in the basement area, but just above where the cars are. He just presses that button. He just stands there, oblivious to the world around him.
Can I try?
And the fact there's a giant armored robot, with a light machine gun,
Yeah. Can I try again to take control on our way down to his destination?
Target number is now 4 because there's no time restriction.
Okay.
A lot easier now. Yep.
And I would like to basically tell the elevator, do not open until we get to
Yep.
this floor, but also light up every single indicator light.
Gotcha. Yep. Every light's on. Ding, 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 ding. All right. And at this point, you kind of hear some kind of bad music starting to come out of this guy's headset. Kind of like Celine Dion kind of greatest
she's
hits.
fantastic. Also, that's like definitely classical music. At this
Definitely
point.
classical now. Yes, definitely. And at this point, ding, elevator opens. The guy kind of pauses, kind of slowly walks his way out with his garbage. Door shuts again. You're heading back down. Meanwhile, at this point, you guys are getting to the door entrance to the garage. Parking garage. You guys have made it to the parking garage. Not that much is going on. Boop! Another flag goes off to you, Atlas. Another pop-up going on. Apparently, there is because you're monitoring that thing, a second follow-up call has done. Basically, units are en route, but basically they're getting the follow-up communication is being sent to the barista who's trying to give up information, and they're asking for camera footage and all that kind of stuff going on. Something sounds a little fishy about this security channel conversation.
If I have anything left in the security system,
you're just piggy, like right now you've got nothing set up, so you're just piggybacking right now. You have to make rolls for that.
Yep. I know. I was just making sure that I didn't have
Oh yeah, you don't have anything left. No traces now. You could just close the door. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But he is going to probably transmit pictures and all that kind of stuff, even though you had a loop.
Keeping an eye on the situation, and pretty much anything of note I'm also directing towards Mr. Smith.
You got it. So you're getting a bit of an update going on here. Mr. Smith, as you're getting a little bit of a voice thing, I can allow you to do a smarts check for you, Smith. All right, you're just getting basically you're not really, like, remember I said there was something fishy for Atlas? It just sounds like a responder call. Yep, okay, you're being kept in the loop, effectively. That's, yep.
Now, at this point, would I be sensing that robot at all?
Yes, you are within range of the robot, yep.
Okay.
All right, and so you are aware of the robot, which also gives you an idea. And Atlas, you do get to the car first. The robot's now at the thing. It can climb in and then compact itself down in the trunk.
Yep, let's get it to do that there. I also... Do I want to tell it to re-enable all of its armaments?
If you don't, Hal's gonna make it anyhow.
Yeah. I tell it to rearm itself. I feel pretty safe in it, especially while it's closed up. It gives us a lot of time to.
We didn't get anything in the way of any indication that there was a person heading upstairs from Atlas, did we?
No.
No.
Actually, no, you haven't. In all her panic,
Okay. Nope.
she hasn't. It's like, in all her panic.
I'm running here.
All right, you're at the car now. No one else is here.
So while I'm in the car, I go, somebody was on their way to the apartment.
Oh, hey! You guys are now approaching the building. How do you approach the building? Just going to run right to the parking garage?
And I would also suggest to them to be careful because security or whoever, all of the who's were called are,
But technically, they're going to the donut shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's your bonus there, but yeah.
They're still looking for some individuals that you're traveling with.
But somebody had you
with their
trapped here.
eyeballs.
Oh. I take my hat off and I put it on Crow's head.
I look at him very confused.
Just keep your
No,
head
still
down,
sticks
the
up.
cameras won't see you.
Okay.
Because your charismatic face also has a detriment as easily recognizable.
Yep. That's the best I can do right now. If I had a scarf, we'd have you wear that too.
You're going into anti-paparazzi mode.
Yes.
We're sneaking out.
Be prepared already.
Actually, I would argue that you've probably got an anti-paparazzi kit in there, a scarf or something to do that. Exactly. Those sunglasses, exactly. Those,
The ones that draw attention.
You mean not the glasses that have the little mustache?
No, that would not work.
Gentleman has already been here, so yeah, he may have buddies out in the area.
So how do you guys approach the building?
Well, if we're close enough for you to sense the robot already,
Yep.
can you pick up the car.
Yep. No, the car's got a different thing. The drone's got a different radius to the car.
Okay.
Is she? Wait, is
But I'm in the car, so
she's
you
in the
could-
car. She was supposed to be the proxy initially,
Yeah.
which is
Oh!
what we had set up.
Yeah.
before.
Yes, you haven't said you. Sorry, yeah. Technically, yeah. You're setting yourself up as proxy still, or waiting for them to come in. What's that?
If I know that they're on the way back, which
Yeah.
I think I do, then
Yeah.
I would start setting up for proxy.
Alrighty. All you got to do is do a programming roll, target number 4, to get that going. You're not really hacking anything. You're just helping. Yep. Boop. You almost got a raise on that. Boom. You got connection to the car. How?
Okay. Since I know Atlas is in the car and the drone is in the trunk,
Yep.
I'm
You
gonna have
sense the car, and then you sense the drone is a meter or so away from you, from the car. So you know what I mean? It's like, so it's in the back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna have activate the car and have the cars, So I'm letting Mr. Smith and them know. Okay, for a moment I'm gonna be out of commission here. I'm gonna bring the car to us, and so I'm gonna go into my.
So where do you want to be? Right now you're by some hedges. You've got the road work. You've got the giant, spectacular 80s fountain. And then you've got, because it's a horseshoe shape, 2 buildings type of thing, you've got the 2 entrances to the car garages. You're on the left-hand car garage, which is currently shut down for the night. If
And
you have
the car is parked in the right one?
Yep. But basically, the only way to get in and out now at night is with a pass card.
Okay.
Which should be in the car. No, we don't have it.
No, Atlas may have to for
Can I
having a car.
jack the lock? Lock pick the freaking pass key.
Yep. Do you have lock picking or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we see if we can bypass the
Yep.
door.
Again, suddenly you see a little hairpin stick into a... Sorry.
It's kind of like Inspector Gadget lockpicking.
There was a cat in that too.
No, they can't do it.
No,
It's a really bad one.
no, actually that's not really bad. The security system has not gotten a raise to your attempt.
Well, keep trying.
Yep.
Someone else.
Well, what about my drone hand? Can I lockpick it before I?
You're too focused with the car right now. You can't split yourself at this point. So, boom. Car is at the door now. And at this point, Atlas, you see the door still shut.
Okay. With it still shut, then I'm going to try and make an attempt to open the door through the remote systems.
If you do so, you will temporarily break the link he has with the
Okay.
car. You can do that, but he will lose link. But if you can't get through a door, it doesn't matter if he has link or not.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't she have the pass key in the car?
Nope.
No, we didn't have a pass key at all.
No,
If you had a pass key, you would never have to deal with Alice.
But
Right, but it would seem to me that if we were going to park our car in their garage, they would have given us a temporary pass key.
Yeah, because you
we could
guys
get
were
out.
real charismatic and friendly to Miss Alice.
well, actually,
Who right now is probably sitting at the terminal, looking at the car parked by the door.
no, Miss
just
Alice
waiting.
is the house robot. Isn't that who Alice is? That I have.
No, she's the crotchety old lady at the door.
Yeah, with a good cannon eyes, you know.
Okay, then I forgot the name of the robot that was the house assistant.
Oh, Cherry.
2000.
Cherry. Okay.
That has big feet.
Yes.
But see, in that case, could I use? So I assume I use my laptop to link. Could I use my handheld to try and hack?
Yay! You can! Isn't this a great hacking world? All right. You have a second device.
I actually think I have 3.
So seriously, you got the laptop here. You got the. Of course, the laptop's not as big and cumbersome. It's
she
like
does,
very
'cause she
compact.
took the one from the apartment too.
Yeah.
Oh, you got next. Yeah, you got a third one. That's right.
Yeah, I got a nice new laptop too.
Yeah, compared to your crappy little duct tape stuck on the side. No, unable to get this lock. You're too distracted. You got too much going on right now.
Maintaining the link here, like, takes a while to type, like.
Well, I'll try again if I get a chance.
Yep, you got a chance again, Mr. Smith. Oh. Yay! Zzz, door's now opening. Car, you guys are now...
Door's opening.
Yeah.
Have to
Car, everything's going on. Yep. You also see
Bring in the car to
a
us.
VTOL light system above you kind of light up a little bit as a vehicle starts to descend on your location.
What the hell? I thought we shook them.
So everyone's popping into the vehicle. This VTOL is just basically, you can hear the engines. It's like a Pegasus engine system, not the spinning rotors that you had on the other type. When I say Pegasus, it's the same type of engine that's in the Harrier jet. It's got the 4 little thrusters that show up in the same spots where the wheel wells would be. So it's kind of descending in this area. The med wagon does use them, as well as a lot of other things.
So this might actually be the Popos.
It could be, yes. It could be the Popo.
Could be the Popo, could be the
But there is no
Fire
flashing
thing.
red lights that would be very obvious. This is just like landing lights. Some vertical takeoff is coming down, and the lights are kind of shining to make sure it doesn't land on people or
I
something.
think these are the bad guys.
This could be the guy who you encountered inside.
It
I'm
could,
doing another thing.
What are you doing?
Doing the same thing I did before.
Okay. Make your roll.
It could also be just a local resident coming home with a VTOL.
I know, but I rolled a 62.
He's
Unless someone is stopping me, I'm doing this.
Okay,
I
guys.
don't know of any indicator to what you're doing. I still think it's going to rain.
Crow, the car suddenly gets a cold chill to it. But then again, you have no reason to stop, right? You know what's going on, you know.
Like, I still, like, Crow thinks that since there's no indication that this is the police for the car that we just stole.
Do you want to do a perception? Do you want to wait, you're the character that doesn't have
I don't have the notice.
notice skill. You're the only one.
Yeah, you still do it unskilled.
You can still do it unskilled, yes.
Let's hope I do something good. I doubt it.
You could also use a beanie to re-roll. Oh, I see exploding. Oh my god, it's a taxi!
That's what it is. It's a taxi.
It's a taxi. You can see the yellow checkered symbols on the side. It's a taxi coming down right now.
I tap on Princess, be like, no, that's a taxi. Stop.
Okay.
Yes, this is going to be as you see a taxi quickly descending, and you see Jacobs getting out of the taxi. You almost killed Jacobs.
Oh, damn, you stopped her.
Oh, poor Jake.
See,
wait.
poor Jacobs is. I was
The
about
lawyer I hired is not getting paid.
Pardon?
He was not supposed to get Jacobs out until the
Oh,
next
I know.
How in the heck did he get out of jail?
But I was about to say, if you make Jacobs' taxi crash,
Are we
pardon?
gonna grab Jacobs and?
Or are you going to leave and Jacobs is going to walk to the apartment where Mr. Gun-wielding maniac...
Shot goes off.
Yeah.
Well, do we know about the large
Which is
gun?
actually
Or do we
fine.
just know
Yeah,
that
actually,
there's someone there?
Atlas did tell Mr. Smith, but I don't know if the conversation's gotten around.
Right. She said there was a guy with a gun. Did she explain what the gun was?
would I know what the gun was?
Big.
That's
Big. It was a big hand cannon.
It
Well,
looked
is
like
it
a
bigger
gun.
than my gun or smaller than my gun? You know that.
Bigger than her gun.
Yeah.
It was like a revolver, but the cylinders were like soup cans. I don't know.
Mine's about that big.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
And,
then,
like, I know it's a gun, but
It's a gun.
but that was after you were already going down, so he was
Yeah.
chasing the elevator down.
Yeah.
So let's leave.
So leaving
and take
Jacobs behind,
with us,
or taking Jacobs with you.
Yes.
because he asked about. Because he apparently asked about snow. Or at least he's another link to snow. So just grab him and take him with us. We'll apologize for leaving his plaything in the cupboard.
What? Wait, no. At this point, Jacobs is confused. Oh, guys! And he comes running over to you guys and get into the vehicle. You would drive and Puma. You just drive and go. Yep. All right. You guys now seem to be leaving.
Then we're taking off, and I'm driving. They
Yep.
can explain to Jacob what's all going on.
Yep.
I'm driving.
So let me know right now. East, west, south, or north. What direction you're going to go? To let you know, the upper crust is to the north. Down south is Atlas territory. She has her own zone. It's the Atlas territory. And then east and west. Well, actually, if you head west, you can get to one of the wall exits to the wastelands.
No.
After going through Atlas land. Sorry. Basically, you go from the nice. If you go south, you're heading into the slums. If you head north, you're heading back into the nicer, richer, where Daddy lived type of thing.
If you head east?
East,
I think
you just get into more complex. You get more into the plaques. You get deeper into the downtown core type of thing for that one.
I think east's back towards the coffee shop.
Yes.
But we don't want to go east.
And what's west again?
West is more slums and crappy area, and it's closer to the wall
Okay.
to keep Texas out. Actually, in this game world, Texas is its own country. I mean, it took a while, but Texas is. And Wisconsin's part of Canada, so that's all good. All right.
Well,
Because, like, wouldn't my character...
I think
have-
initially I'd probably head a bit north.
Oh, at this point, Jacobs just kind of thanks you for the lawyer. He got me out. He was so good. He got me his card. So if we have any problems, we can just call him.
Just gonna look at him with my makeup all disheveled and angry glares.
By the way, Jacobs smells like a trash can for some reason.
Well, when we called him,
I know. Yeah, you see, you guys remember why, but he does smell like he was hiding in a trash can.
I'm contemplating throwing out the door. So
describe your lawyer.
Wasn't it, like, the cheap, like, 24-hour lawyer?
Hi, everybody.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the lawyer you called?
Nope. Yep. That's the lawyer. That's the lawyer he called. Yeah.
that's not the lawyer he got.
No, some woman. At this point, he holds up his phone, and then he pulls out her little card.
For any bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a card, phone, out the window.
Yeah, just immediately out the window.
What are you doing?
Turn your cap
What?
off.
Can I apparently I don't care anymore. I would like to I'd like to read his mind about the event.
What event?
Getting out, I guess.
About the whole getting out, the experience, the way she talked to him, what he said, what she said.
No prob. We're gonna have to quickly do a Zeke moment here. What type of numbers do you have that bookmarked for that ability? I think, or you have
I
it
believe I have to roll against his spirit.
in his spirit. Got you. That's what I figured. Basically, is it a roll? Is it a contested? Like he rolls spirit, you roll against that, or is it the target
Right.
number is his spirit?
I think it's a counter roll.
Does he get to resist if he's unconscious?
Smarts. It's against his smarts.
Against his smarts. Ooh.
No, if he has. You can apply if he's unconscious, you can apply modifications, or if he's not paying attention, then I also get a bonus. It's that's all up to you, depending on how
Yeah.
All right.
you feel he's doing.
I'll start frisking him, keeping him occupied, going through his pockets, going through his pants.
Hey, what'd you do? What'd you do? Okay, he is
What else did he
distracted,
give you?
so I'll give you a +2.
What else did
Oh,
she
Another
give you?
plus two.
And
Digging through his pockets.
yeah, and his smarts. Is it contested? What were we saying, or was
It
it?
is contested. He has to beat my roll.
Okay, so you got a +2. Holy fuck!
You're
Also,
good.
he
What's your target?
he has to roll.
okay,
Okay, so I got a raise, so he also doesn't know that I'm there.
cool. Yep. All right, you see a very nice-looking, genetically perfect in every way, almost woman. Looks like could be a human 2.0 executive-looking type of woman. Blonde hair, pulled up into a bun, very conservative, high-class business uniform. And she also has a slight tan and crystal blue eyes. And she speaks with a little bit of an accent as she's here, kind of goes through a whole bunch of mumbo-jumbo logistics and how she's going to clear and all this. And she does add, she does work the conversation to allow him to spill his guts about how he works for Snow and all that kind of stuff. But she does it in such a way that as a lawyer, she needs to know this information. And basically she gets a great gather information off this guy. And she does give him a card, and also the card, when it touches, does kind of basically puts an app on his phone that basically you can contact via the phone and all that kind of stuff. So that means that he's probably got a backup built into his tap, meaning she can actually do a trace run based on the backup data stored in his tap. If you switch off his tap, which I mentioned earlier, it can be done, then that won't be able to track or go any way like that.
Did Mr. Smith say to turn off his tap?
Yeah, Mr. Smith already said to turn it off.
All right, then he will. Yep, he is basically. His tap is okay. He understands the paranoia that the tap is down. And for those people, again, the tap is their little communicate. Oh my God! I just lost everything. Oh, there we go. Woo.
And probably would be a bad
I am
idea
now
for
slapping the crap out of him.
Off too.
Pardon?
I am now slapping the crap out of him.
Okay, she's doing a hissy fit slap fest on him. Apparently,
That's okay. He's used to that.
yeah. Like, what?
This time I'm not being gentle, though. It's full on,
Cat fight.
Full force swag.
like, full force smacking. I mean, you hear it. It's
Ooh la la.
I only had a cherry.
Yeah, but Princess's feet aren't big enough for him. All right, so anyways, he's got a thing for feet.
Oh, gross.
That's why he ordered those bigger shoes. They were just he likes women with big feet. It's a thing.
So yeah, do
Do
recommend.
I have her name?
You probably want to turn your tap off as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give, once I'm done smacking down Jacobs, I'm going to give Atlas the name.
Okay, Barbara. Barbara Smith. No, Barbara.
Description.
I don't have a last name, but Barbara. I got a first name, but yeah, Barbara, and then a generic. Well, basically, I'm
I'm
Jacobson.
also going to inform her of the hack in the tap.
Got it.
And then I'm going to go back to my corner and sulk or cry or whichever I feel like at the
No problem. So, Atlas, you're going to try to do information.
Yep.
What direction did you guys say you were driving in? How? What did you finally decide?
He said we were going to go north for a bit.
North?
A
Yeah,
little
'cause
bit north.
you're going to the nicer area. There's,
Right.
going on.
My concern is they probably have better police up north, but
Boop! Your phone's going off.
my phone?
No. Crow's phone. It's Daddy.
I answer the phone.
Dear, where are you? I've got a team heading to your position to be picked up for your own safety.
I'm with Amelia right
Crow
now.
is going to hate me. I take her phone and throw it out the window.
Moon cow.
Moon cow! All right, at this point, boom, your phone is just gone.
I look at him like, Why did you do that?
By the way, in this day and age, though, the phone call is still being monitored in the tap system. The phone's just a nice extension of your tap. If you think about
Have
it.
you turned that off yet?
Nope.
Oh, I asked her twice to turn it off.
I turn off the tap.
All right. So you've just lost contact with Daddy. So
No
anyone else
guarantee
still
that's
have their
fair.
tap on? Unfortunately, Puma, Hal has to have his tap on.
Mm-hmm. It's like there's no guarantee that's him. We can contact him if he is alive, indicating that maybe he's alive. We can contact him through another means.
Oh no, her daddy isn't the one that died. Her daddy is the one that's at the Watchers summit in with the foreign leaders.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
He's the one that's appalled
That's
and
right.
angered
We
by
can
this
still-
terrorist
We can
act.
contact him in a different manner. But if they're trying to find, apparently they're looking for you though.
Crow.
By the way, this is not the first time that Daddy's called to tell you that a Spec Top team is coming to pick you up. There have been other threats and fears, and he's quickly had the team dispatched to pick you up. So this is not unusual for Daddy to do so. He's
At
probably,
this point-
sadly though, the much love your father has for you, he probably waited till his conference was finished before he actually sent the team.
Yeah, most
Big
likely.
dude on their phone.
But like at this point, she's consoling Princess at this point.
You got it. Atlas, I need you to do your hacking to try and get information on Barbara. If you want to take a look at Barbara. Barbara! Don't you be dishing Barbara! Wow. Great history, great thing. Too bad it doesn't exist more than 2 hours.
And I relay that information. She's relatively new. Almost as new as me.
Just got her. Just got her degree. What do you know?
Yeah. And
She
you,
was
basically,
born
you're...
2 hours ago.
Yep. Not a bad job put in the system, but not really. If you think about it, if it was just for a police precinct, a rent, like a corporate cop place,
Yeah.
that was good enough. You just had to have something to attach to some sort of card. If they did a check, yep, that's it. That's all it was. They just
Some
created.
credentials. Yeah.
But
She doesn't exist.
you got a hack of 8. That's 1 raise. Remember how you saw this German coding?
Mhm.
Same German coding that you saw earlier in certain hacks. I'm not saying it's the chances are,
Odds are that it's the same hacker or same
Yeah.
organization.
Yep. Probably the same hacker.
Most likely,
yeah.
yeah.
You're starting to see a fingerprint of another hacker.
I think, and I relay that information. I basically go,
Yep.
I think we're having a recurring pain in the ass here.
The Germans.
Well, if it's the same team, they have their own hacker.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is there any German, specifically German words or anything like that there?
No. Basically, the coding,
This just uses,
whatever
German-
syntax, it's more of a German syntax that's being
Yeah.
used in the coding. The rest of it is still the raw code, which is its own language.
Yeah.
But any type of syntax or little footnotes or little markers are in German, like little.
So I want to try and use my Babel to read any of the footnotes, see if there's any
Yep.
sort of.
Actually, I will say that's an auto pass because you got the
Okay.
bits there, but it's nothing of note. It's basically
Okay.
little notes or snippets you may do, or little things that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, reminders for stuff. and-
Yeah, exactly. Or it's part of the coding, so it's a quick program going in, which it could be used to be a footmark if the person wanted to advertise. But there is no. He's not a hacker wanting to advertise. Like some hackers will put their logo or something hidden in the code so they know it was them. This person's not doing that, so it's not a egotistical hacker. It could be a corporate hack or a corporate sysop. To be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a clarification.
Yes.
Who is Snow? Is that
Snow
Princess?
is princess. Yes.
okay?
And that was the father. That condition is unknown. The
This one is
senator,
possibly dead.
correct. Whereas Crow, her parents always traveled. And her father's company is global, and weren't really too familiar with what it is because, Crow and Father didn't really talk. And now you've just seen that he was at a summit somewhere in the world with world leaders.
Is there like a UN sort of deal? Like, is that what that
Not
is?
anymore. I do believe UN right now has breakfast Sundays in New York, the country of New York, which is its own little thing nowadays. It's fallen apart. It's just, yeah. And I'm just... But
they're known friends to associate all the time.
For
princess.
Oh yeah, the fathers are like as was Nate when he made his comment that Snow was a friend as well as a
no problem.
A business connection.
So my paranoia with the link between the two is still valid.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Good. So. The parents would know about Atlas.
No.
They wouldn't know much about me.
No, Atlas is effectively a mystery.
I'm literally useless to
Except
them,
for the guy who
probably.
pointed the gun at you and asked, "Where's Snow?"
Well, but I didn't reply or respond. So...
That doesn't necessarily mean anything, though.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
I mean, she was in the location and running away.
And the robot, and she talked to the robot right away, and then, oh, yep, you know who this robot is. If the doors had opened and like a normal person suddenly saw a robot like that in there, I'll take the next elevator, then the person may have thought something different. But this person ran in, started talking to the robot. All right, thank you. Where's Snow? You know what I mean? And that was as far as they got.
No, but with any kind of work, they can now get pictures off the place. How hidden are you, Atlas?
Very hidden. It could be argued that Barbara and I have a lot in common, except mine's a lot better.
All right. So my recommendation would be we find ourselves a delivery truck, pile into it, and go to Atlas's place.
Yeah.
And lose the limo.
I go, delivery truck might still be a bit fancy.
At that point, you just see a Dominator pizza truck go by, guys.
A what?
Dominator Pizza. The ad
Pizza
earlier.
delivery goes downtown.
Hell, they have urban training, and they have combat training and driving school for their pilots. They go anywhere. The running thing is in this game world, you can actually have fast food subscriptions, a monthly fee that you pay, and they have risk pilots that will fly in food in a combat situation. And one of the comments is, "You're doing a run? You need that food? We'll get it there as quick as we can." So you're in a firefight. You could be calling in, "I need a pizza." But yes,
a large pepperoni with extra cheese.
You've got a subscription. All right.
How long will that take, you think?
I just relate. Most people in my area walk.
Well, it is the scummy. It is the scummy. Vehicles aren't the best. Delivery truck would fit in okay in that area.
Okay.
But as long as it's not like delivering for Mac Daddy Canada or whatever, but
we probably all need to change as well. Well, maybe not Atlas.
The ones who stand out would probably need to change.
That's true. Seeing how, first off, Crow, do you remember that awesome outfit I had you describe at the beginning of last game? You're still wearing that.
Yeah, I know.
That might be great for a concert right now, and you had that very nice dress going on there. That's probably scuffed, damaged, has blood smears on it from entrails, and no, that was Mr. Smith who did take a cleaning, and yes, he was the one that had the blood trails on him.
I didn't want to venture into Jacob's closet. Okay.
No one blames you for that.
So Jacobs now is kind of confused as what's going on, and you're talking about what? Your dad has a safe house we could use.
No.
I'll just smack him again.
Stop it! Not the face. All right, sorry.
Hang on. You did have all those nice contacts you downloaded.
Yes, I do have all those contacts
So,
from both the executive woman and Jacob's place.
Yeah, that's true.
so change of
I-
clothes.
Yeah, I go through that there. Is there anything that I can like basically like order delivery, like drop off spot type thing for some clothes and stuff?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. I'm like, is there a way to do that?
We just break into a
With
clothing store.
Jacobs, basically you're getting fake Amanis and stuff. That's his type of contacts for Jacobs because he's, these are rich people.
Yeah.
So their clothes would be the best looking, but he's trying to find the cheaper versions to save them money. That's the type of fixer. He's not a real street
But
fixer.
that's perfectly fine because then nobody will feel bad about destroying these clothes to make them look a little bit rattier so that people fit in.
That's
I might
true.
look at Jacobs and say, "Is this the clothes you've been selling my father?"
No.
So I quickly like pass around my handheld with a quick catalog of things that I'm like, you've got like 2 minutes. Click on stuff.
Apparently, one of the sites is Hoodies Are Us.
That's the site I give them because I'm wearing a hoodie right now.
Yeah, and hoodies. There's also quite popular on Facebook now, but definitely in the future. You know the whole little mask thing with the skulls and all that
Yeah.
stuff. What about the ones that have the glowing lights that now glow with diodes on it? You can have an entire face that lights and flickers and advertises.
I don't suggest anything that glows in the dark. That just draws attention to you and costs more.
Alrighty, effectively for your fashion wardrobe update and a drop off within an hour at a location somewhat specified, it's going to cost 600 and 600. It's going to cost just 600 for all these outfits plus the dropping and no real questions asked. Which is I'm trying to cover all the bases. You're probably going to ask this.
Yeah.
No questions asked. We're going to drop it off where? On the edge of what and that will be done. But you're looking at 600. How that money? How you guys are you all going to pool in money for this? What's going on? How is this going to be paid for?
How are my stocks doing?
Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait till
Yeah.
9 o'clock the next day. Unfortunately, currently. The night trading is done, but the actual announcements and all that stuff won't go on until.
Hey, would Hal be okay with his biker jacket and jeans that he wears?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hal fits in.
How?
He's
Well, I mean, probably
been a
better-
Princess driver,
better
but he
condition.
doesn't dress at all like a
Nope.
tux driver in a limo. He's got his biker jacket and jeans. That's
Do you have
what
like the biker jacket that has the one arm to expose the bionic arm? Or is it just your bionic arm inside of the leather jacket?
It's inside the leather
Okay,
jacket.
all right.
Because the leather jacket's actually armored.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not going to take that off. That all right.
Because that's part of my gear is to have that
Well, Mr. Smith's got like a trench coat.
reinforced biker jacket.
If I remember, you got the detective's trench coat, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got like literally his little picture there is kind of accurate.
I guess I'm paying for it.
All right.
Mind you, I can also just go into the duffel I have in the back seat in the trunk of the car.
At this point, there is Icon.
I'm also going to take
Your
down
money?
my hair because I never take down
Yeah.
my hair.
Your money is currently on freeze. You have to go into the bank. They need you to verify a few things. All your money is currently on hold.
I could pay for it.
You might have to do a spirit roll right now. Just a simple question. You have to get in contact with the bank. There is an issue. Critical failure.
Oh no!
You've just gotten a critical
She
failure.
throws herself on the ground and starts sobbing. You know those horrible, uncontrollable sobs?
Yep.
It was just too much. She's just...
Now, since we're in a limo, the furthest you get is the carpeted limo floor in
Right.
between everybody.
I go, it's okay. I'll pay for it.
You don't. Okay, you're gonna have to do another spirit roll. Why? The poor person is got you covered.
Do I even have to make a spirit roll?
No, you don't. You can just auto fail that one. I'm sorry.
I said I would pay for it. What the heck?
Well, if Jacob's information is in, can't he just sign off on it?
Actually,
That is a
you know
very
what?
good
I don't think I did. I don't think I threw myself on the floor. I think I am wailing on Jacob.
You know his. You know you just noticed that his
No
suit.
more slapping. Now it's straight up punching.
I said, he'd be able to do it. Don't worry. But unfortunately, all the information he needs is on his laptop.
Oh, don't worry. I've got all of your information.
I don't know if I should be happy or sad at this.
Well, Atlas, you actually have his laptop.
No, we're not talking about that. I just have all of his information.
Actually, either one isn't a good thing. You either have his laptop, but it's actually probably better than just saying, I have all his information. You have all my information?
I'm a good hacker here. Like, I'm just gonna pull off my cards. It's like, no, I can get your information.
Jacob's account has been frozen.
Your account's frozen too.
What? Oh, let me just contact the bank. We'll
No.
get this fixed up. Where's my
You
phone?
have no phone.
I know, it's like, I'll just turn my... no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to... Well, it's surely a misunderstanding. I mean...
We'll
All right, I'm
deal
gonna
with
shoot
that.
him. I'm gonna shoot him. This guy's an idiot. Shooting him now.
Okay, wait.
I
Not in the car.
down, holds the gun down.
You're like, no, gross. Because we have our... It's like this whole... again, we have our anime moments, and these are the chibi type of moments. She's got the gun, and you're like, no, don't shoot her.
Not in the car.
Not in the car.
See, I like how Smith isn't even against this.
Let's just go hack an ATM. Come on.
Well, I can pay for it. I actually have the money.
Ouch. Every time you say that, you know what pain you're causing. Yes.
I mean,
All
that's
right.
a significant
So
portion of my money, but
The guilt now starts. Maybe you're gonna have to get used to wearing these clothes, princess.
yeah, I just pay for it. I assume my accounts are fine.
I'll
Yep.
buy her a nice laptop later on.
No, she's already got two.
Hey, what's
can
wrong
have
with
one.
having another one?
Buy her some nice armored cases for those laptops.
Yeah, and that with it.
That would help a lot.
And then specialize in shields under melee. What? Ting! Ting! Ting!
You know, I have one laptop backpack that has an armored laptop in it. One backpack that I wear backwards for the front.
She's kind of wearing laptop armor. What? We'll explain later. All right. Well, that would explain the reason she's got an iPhone stuck to her forehead. Shut up! It's armored.
Computer sleeves.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
Like Google
We
Glass.
know in the future iPhones will never be armored. They will still drop and shatter on impact. I mean,
They would just shatter like
Yeah.
she's got Nikoi. She's got the N phone. I forgot it now.
Nokia.
Nokia. She's got Nokia armor because that would work.
No, the Apple's actually they have a self-destruct feature built right in that Apple can remotely trigger.
Only
can
when the
also be
newest
triggered.
Apple phone comes out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But the other thing is a light breeze will also shatter them.
No problem. So you're now heading back.
Stare shatters.
So it's now about 3 a.m. You're in an area of town that you can smell a smelting factory, some garbage pile, dog shit, human vomit, and this is just a parking lot. You see literally a car up on blocks, rusted, with several gunshot holes in the driver's side door. You also see clusters of people, not one individual. They're all little packs of people standing around. Some of them are by a burning fire out of an oil drum. There's lots of wires and cables that string from building to building, and you think that they started building on top of the old buildings that are here. As you can see, old bank buildings or whatever, but with wooden frames and extra scaffolding to extend to the 16 extra stories that have been built. Some of them actually slope a little bit, got a little bit of an angle because of the warping and all that. You got clotheslines strewn across the different areas. There is probably a dead body that's lying naked, fully looted in the street over on the side there. You could probably see, welcome to the other side of the world.
We've been here before.
Not this spot. but yes, it's because you always remember every time you went to meet Atlas, you met her somewhere else.
We never picked her up.
No,
not at my
that was beneath you.
You wouldn't stop the limo in this district.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Mr. Smith was for.
You just met Mr. Smith crows. He says, "Oh yeah, this is
for me."
Yeah.
Right, but you were always with me.
True, but
Most of our interactions were online. We had minimal.
I suppose that's true.
You only recently met in the flesh. So your clothes dropped off. You guys look like a hoodie convention.
I feel like that's appropriate where we're at.
Okay, should we at this point? Like,
You're still in the limo, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's what I was gonna say.
We need
Can we
different
trade
vehicles.
vehicles with them?
No, we were gonna get a delivery truck.
You haven't done that yet.
Right, but then why did we go to the bad part of town in a limo?
Because the clothes.
Why didn't?
The delivery truck delivering the clothes.
We're
It's
also
right
getting
there
the
still.
truck.
Person's getting ready.
We're taking the truck and they're taking the limo. Solved it.
All right. No rolls needed there. All right. You might want to deactivate my company's tracker. It's in the rear bumper.
Mhm.
Bye. Is there any trackers in this
There's
one?
definitely still a robot in the limo.
Before he gets into that car to drive away with,
Yep.
I'm making sure I take my duffel bag out.
And the robot?
If you
Your
want the
duffel
robot.
bag out. I'm sorry, I just had a Deadpool moment. The car's driving off with this duffel bag, little Hello Kitty. I'm sorry.
All my stuff is in that duffel.
I'm also grabbing my bag.
Yep. I take it. So the big question is the robot left in the trunk as a surprise for later on?
I
Or
think it sounds like a perfect idea. How else are we getting the limo back?
well, you've disabled the tracking device in
It'll
the
only
robot.
be useful after a certain distance.
Well, it's set to automatically defend the limo. So if anyone starts to try and break it down or anything, the head of the robot pops out.
Light machine gun. Just-
I think it really comes down to it's basically a toss up. If Hal, are you going to call it out, or Atlas, you're going to call the robot out? How obvious is that robot going to stick out in your territory?
In my apartment?
Yeah, we
It's,
go rolling down the street with that
Well,
robot.
Get some graffiti on it. It'll probably fit in.
yeah,
Probably,
yeah.
actually.
We can Johnny Five this.
We could disguise it as like a newspaper box or something.
He's got
And
this
also,
Walmart symbol stuck on the side with a light machine gun.
I mean, we could probably go to any of these people lying around and be like, "Hey, want to tag this?"
Yeah. So within seconds, like piranhas, you just see different clouds of spray paint going off, and then a few seconds later, bling. Oh, sorry. All right. So yes, effectively, these guys can tag it. They're kind of wondering what's going on. They asked if you want them to tag the van. They're on a roll here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we got our signs. All right, they're happily tagging the gear and all that stuff, and limo's kind of taking off.
Yeah, that's. I'm very saddened because that is clearly the nicest vehicle that I've ever been in.
Well, and at this point now, I do believe this is our. I've lost track of hours because we've been on and off, and I've got one heck of an edit to stitch together tonight's chapter. But I do believe this is our 4-hour mark here. It is 10. It was 6 till 10, and it's now 10. and live in our
How
time.
many-
One more point though.
Yep,
Get
yep.
rid of that tracker off it.
The GPS hack that we had, Atlas is going to remove that so that now they can actually see where that limo's at now.
Yeah, I
That's right. It wasn't fully hacked. You were
Right.
You were setting it up to misguide them.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I disable that.
Yeah, I got a limo. Why?
And get rid of the tracker on the delivery.
Maybe
fee.
you should
and-
wait
and-
to disable
yeah,
that
yeah, I
until
set a
they're
timer.
further away.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
In
Like an
about
hour.
half an hour to an hour, it's gonna disable.
You got it.
Oh god! So they're gonna have it at like a chop shop, taking the limo apart. The tracker goes off.
And suddenly this SWAT team or whatever shows up, just starts gunning.
Well, so I had it set to report that it was constantly in the building that we were at. So
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna have it in a half an hour. It's gonna play driving to wherever it is. So it's eventually going to get to where it is. That way, there's like it's not just appearing like it teleported. It's gonna look like it drove to wherever it is.
Meanwhile, the confused guy. All right, so the limo is supposed to. It's not here. It's moving. What do you mean it's moving?
Yeah.
There's nothing here. It's leaving the drive. It's not leaving. Is it fucking invisible? No, it can't be. That's.
It's got a cloaker on it.
Sir, we're apparently on top of the blip right now. He's riding his motorbike. Nothing's here. You idiots.
Flying?
He could be flying. Must be really high up.
Feet tall.
All right. Those are the guys that didn't make it to the
Good help.
main team. They're the other guys, you know.
They're the D team.
The D team. Dun, 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 dun. When you don't need it done right away, call the D team. Ba-dum-bum. All right, guys. So with that, we are now going to be heading to a very worried and fret father because he's probably been inquiring ever since he knew you were going to that concert and didn't want you to go to that concert because that's a lot of people. He don't want you to be exposed out there. And oh my God, gunfire, and you haven't gotten back to him in an hour and a half. So he's probably
Yay.
frantically panicked. So
And then when you finally get in contact, you lose contact.
Hey!
And go off the grid.
Yup.
Oh my god, she's been kidnapped.
now, just putting it out there, you know the skill set that your father has, especially when establishing new papers. All right. But other than that, guys, we're heading to Atlas's. So next week we get to see home life of Atlas.
Her apartment's just full of like ramen cups. and stuff.
It's pretty much just energy drinks. Not even really it's like fast food takeout like
Hot
packages.
Pockets.
Yeah.
And as we quickly come to an end here, we have the amazing Puma, that is our driver and vet from the corporate wars. We have Mr. Smith, the android bodyguard. We have Princess Amelia Snow, who suffered a lot this episode. And that's played by Vita Rabbit. And Renset, of course, being the other. And Elegant Syntax, a streamer, as well as playing Atlas, our hacker. And then Lady Misspelled Art, Lady T. And she too streams, and she does a lot of awesome art stuff, like the picture of her character that she's used. So check out both these two streamers as well. And if you haven't, and that's the end of the stream. And I'm really good at ending these streams. Thank you for those that bared with the chaos of no cameras, tons of glitches, people losing connection. But we finally did it. We finished the stream. We got it going. And we'll see you guys, well, I'd say next week, but if you want some more D&D fun, on Saturday, Book 2 starts. And on that note, Rabbit, did you say you had an idea for a second character?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone,
We should make it before that happens because I'm thinking through this and
it's been great. Thank you very much, guys. And you guys have a great night. Take care.
Have a good night. Bye.
hey.
And that's when I do my cool little, press the button and then and then this happens.